Hi, my name is Akosua. I am a jewelry accessory designer. I have been designing for over 40 years, specifically a known jewelry designer for at least 30. I was a fine arts major, and I really got involved with jewelry as a result of sculpture and printmaking, because one of the techniques that I used early on was etched jewelry, acid etching, which created a texture on the metal. And I really love texture throughout all of my applications and fabrication with the work. So I've been working as a jewelry designer and traveling all over the country. My husband and I, Marvin, who's the leather crafts person, and just have built a clientele initially coming from Chicago, though, where I had a boutique and gallery, and which was also like a cultural center that I operated for about 10 years. And that ended in '95 when we moved to North Carolina. But from that experience, I was able to bring together artists from across the country that I would feature once a month, a different artist, as well as to create a space where people could come together to talk culture, politics, family, lifestyle, and just a really great place where people to this day still wish that I would, even if I wasn't there, open up another gallery just so they could come to enjoy each other. We have been traveling the country for 20 plus years, and we've built a clientele that have been very supportive of our work, of what we bring to an environment, bringing people together that are of like minds, and them even bringing people to introduce them to this phenomenon, as I call it, of just our work that is at a level, I believe, that is incorporating the trends, but also introducing new ideas and images and creativity that people have come to love and respect. And I have to say that, our people are very supportive of us all over the country. We go to at least 5 major cities a year, and maybe sometimes Atlanta, which is also a major city. But we used to do the National Black Arts Festival, which is morphed in what it is now as a festival, but it occurred every 2 years, that would bring artists from all over the world there in different genres, and it was a magnificent experience. And that was another platform for connecting with other artists of like minds that were innovative and creating pathways for us to show our work. We have been showing at Zambezi Bazaar for 20 plus years. We were also showing at the Pan-African Film Festival, but we felt that we needed another venue that was more intimate and more to our clients' liking, and Zambezi was just a natural fit. They are very supportive and enthusiastic about art and artists and cultural dynamics, and we were able to come together and just build just a wonderful experience of having shows 3 times a year, having clients come and bring other clients and just be excited about when we would come to town. In fact, there was a celebrity who, an actress who said, saw her, in fact, at the Black Arts Festival one year, and she says, yeah, I don't get my card. It seems like I'm not getting a card when you all come to town. I said, well, you're on our mailing list. I don't know why. She says, well, I found out about the last time you were there. And she says, from just people saying, yeah, Akosua and Marvin are coming to town. And I felt like, I said, well, they're like the celebrities. So I thought that was just a very heartwarming comment about, you know, just how excited LA constituents are. And so we have been coming, doing our shows. In fact, for this establishment, the new space, I came to help Jackie really pull it together. One of the other things that I do interior design as well as merchandising. And I just have a knack for making an environment appealing and ready for a client to say, yes, I like the way it's presented, I want to take this home with me.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's important in the community to understand really the true nature of Zambezi Bazaar. You know, in this business environment, you know, we're accustomed to looking at a place like this as a store. It's a for-profit business. They're out to make money. And in fact, this is an enterprise that is in a whole separate category. For example, in Europe, they have what they call social enterprises. Here, those are called non-profits, and that's very interesting, whereas in Europe, the mission is important. Here, the money is important, so they don't even call it a social enterprise. Here's a non-profit, that means they don't make money. Zambezi Bazaar is a cultural enterprise, which means it's in a category separate and apart from a for-profit business. Its mission is cultural, not primarily economic. But because it is a cultural enterprise, it's really important because it's an institution that serves a vital function in the community. If you spend any time here, what you will see is people coming in ostensibly to look for something, a gift, something. But what they do, they wind up spending an hour or two in here just walking around, soaking up, you know, the essence of the spirit that's embedded in the products that have a cultural imprint. So there's, what is this, South Africa, East Africa, North Africa, West Africa, I mean, just tribes and traditions and history imprinted on so many different objects, whether it's fabrics or basket. And what people are doing unconsciously is feeding their spirit, opening up and connecting their cultural memory from inside and being healed as they're stepping in here. So this looks like a store. It's really a therapeutic cultural center. We think of cultural institutions as museums. Well, the thing to know about a museum is financed and funded by external institutions. So that may be government, it might be private corporations. But through that funding, it is disconnected from its community. A Zambezi Bazaar exists and can only exist through support of its community. So it's connected directly. So you have a one-to-one relationship. It crosses every spectrum of income, status, category. People from all walks of life come in here. They mix and they mingle. This is a communal space. So when people think of this place, they need to perceive it, you know, in its rightful setting. This is not here as a hustle to make money. This is a community service. and it is deserving of a special level of support and recognition for providing that service. Over and over again, you hear people coming in here who were just torn apart that Zambezi in its original location closed. And to find it here, not just here, but bigger and better and more beautiful, the elation in their face, the expressions that they share are just, you know, heartrending. I mean, it's really very powerful. And you get to sense and see how important this is in their lives. And no, this is not a store. This is a cultural space of immense importance.
The first couple of weeks of Zambezi's opening have been beyond all expectations. They have been just fabulous. And customers came and people came and they hugged me and they wept and they said, "Thank you for coming back. We have missed you and we're happy to be able to shop with you again." The most surprising thing is the response to the social media. I mean, it has opened up our visibility 100-fold, I would say. And I think that people will continue to respond to it. I think it's the wave of the future. I think it's the way to expand African American cultural connection to African American people everywhere in the United States.
What's your relationship with Marvin and Akosua been so far in the last couple of days?
It has been wonderful. It has been ultimately, it's the context and the cultural grounding and the connection that we all seek as African people. Their artwork connects us to our roots, to our history, to beauty, to aesthetics, to the future. And it's so rewarding and it's so connecting. And that's what we want to do as African Americans. We want to continue our connection with one another. That's the treasure that we can build on as a people. You know, in working through oppression and problems, if we stay connected and communicate and stay true to our values as Africans, you know, we're going to make it through everything.